The other day, me and one of my friends were talking and we got on the topic about how awesome it was to grow up during the 90s. I remember we had things on TV like the Thundercats, there was a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, we had Toonami, and MTV was an actual music channel. Before text messaging, I remember in school we used to pass around notes on little pieces of paper, and cell phones back then actually looked ridiculous. They were the size of your head, assuming that you have a big head. They were really big. We used to also draw those S's in our books, and now that I'm actually out of school and in a different country, I'm learning that people here in America also used to draw those S's in their books. I don't remember seeing that on TV or anything, so how did we all know that we were supposed to even draw those S's in our books, right? It's just one of those things. Take for example, we used to also blow in our NES cartridges, and I don't know where we got that from. The only thing I see about blowing in NES cartridges was that we shouldn't. Like Nintendo said, don't blow in your NES cartridges, yet we all did. 'Cause I'm a rebel. But come on, it was the 90s. You don't tell us what to do, Nintendo. You just don't. A lot of games that we have now actually rose to fame during the 90s. There was Super Mario, we had Sonic the Hedgehog, and The Legend of Zelda. Like, all those games got really popular during the 90s. And even though the graphics were kind of crappy, by the end of the 90s, they got a little better. I remember the first time I played Legend of Zelda, it looked kind of like this, and by the time the 90s ended, it looked a lot like this. And that was a big improvement in terms of graphics, because a lot of kids actually started playing Zelda back in the day wondered, if you're anything like me, you would wonder what Link would look like up close. And there it is. You can see it. Mystery solved, right? Pokemon also started off, there was the original 3 versions. There was a yellow version, there was a red version, there was a blue version. Of course I got the yellow version just because it had slightly better visuals. And in school, I always felt like a boss whenever I had my yellow version and everybody else had red. Another thing about the 90s too was that for a while we didn't have the internet. We didn't have the internet. Kind of makes you wonder how we got game codes back then, because I remember getting the game code to enable blood in Mortal Kombat from one of my friends, but where did he get it from? Where did that person get it from? I guess that's just one of the mysteries of life. A lot of other things happened too during the 90s that I could keep going on about, but I'm just going to keep this video short and catch you guys later.